And... Ow. You can... That really fucked that first guy up. You've been wounded by the Savant. This blue bar represents your current level of health. As you sustain regular damage, it will turn black. And more like it's just a black background and the blue stuff just depletes. If your health is completely depleted, you suffer final death and your game is over. Your health regenerates over time. When you are feeding, your health regenerates much faster. That might not actually be the case in this patch. Yeah, I know that a lot of mods take that out. We can also make it go up faster by activating Blood Heal, which makes it go really fast.
Sabat Vatos, you get winged? Hey, look at them potholes. Those will close up soon enough. Better feed, though. There's someone down the stairs here. It's not the freshest catch, but he'll do.
Difference, blood's blood, right?
Now, when it comes to feeding, it's quality blood you're looking for, not the quantity. Bums and lowlife don't pack the same punch that a healthy, well-bred human will. Juice bags with a pedigree. That's the good stuff. But you gotta take what you can get. You ever had a PhD, kid? Ooh, that's good stuff.
You say so.
Remember what I said, though. Don't kill them. At least not the innocent ones. You're a monster now. Make no mistake. One of the damned and the fallen. You need to hold on to every last shred of humanity you have.
I get a little overzealous. What happens then?
An innocent's an innocent. You kill one, even a worthless bum, even by accident, and it's gonna cost you a piece of your own humanity. Bring you closer to that beast you got welling up inside you.
Beast? What exactly does that mean?
The beast? It's always there. It's waiting to take over. When it does, it's like a wild animal wearing your skin. Desperate, scared, reckless. He'll do anything to survive, and it's you that has to deal with the consequences.
So I can't kill anyone? Seems a little, restricting in this incredibly violent video game.
I said innocent humans. If some asshole levels a 12 gauge your way, you drain him, skin him, and bash in his skull. Self-preservation is a vital part of humanity, after all. My favorite part, in fact.
Yeah, in the tabletop game, they go out of their way to discourage combat. Not only is the combat system itself borderline unusably bad, but on almost all the various paths, they added in more to when they made the Savant playable because people wouldn't stop playing them anyway. Like Path of Humanity, the default. Killing someone for any reason is like, I think a humanity sin level 4. So if you have a humanity of 4 or higher and you kill someone for any reason, immediate check to see if you go down a humanity level. It's fucking bullshit.
The only way to fight the beast is to keep in touch with your humanity and don't go hungry. It's a fine line.
Got it.
Alright, now go feed. Careful, though. He's gonna drain fast.
Be back in a minute. Taller than me? He is noticeably taller than me. Remember, you want to avoid draining your victims. Draining innocent humans will give you a penalty to your humanity. The lower your humanity, the closer you get to the beast. If your humanity gets too low, you'll begin to lose control of your character. This is known as frenzying and may result in a Masquerade violation if you're around humans. As a Ventru, you have a more refined taste in blood. If you feed on bums or prostitutes, you stand a chance of vomiting up all the blood that you drain from them. The Ventru gain no blood from feeding on rats. That's actually a pretty good... Also, we healed to full just in the time Jack was talking. Anyway, pretty good,
Life's good, huh? Nah, you can do worse. There's some rats down the way.
Get to it eventually.
You're kidding? You can survive feeding on animals if you can stomach that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, it's a very... Vampires are literally descended from Cain, as in the biblical Cain. So, a lot of the things about them are geared to make them lose humanity. Like, you can feed on animals, but it's like eating a tree root. It's disgusting. But most can't keep it down. The Ventru literally can't keep it down. In the tabletop game, Ventru have to take the feeding exclusion or something like that flaw, and they have to take it for free, and they have to pick one type of person that they feed off of. They cannot feed off anyone else. I think they can make a willpower, they can spend willpower to try to feed off someone else, but they only get half benefit from it, and they get nothing from feeding off animals, no matter what. They just immediately puke it up. Blood of that bum was bad enough. I won't feed on a rat.
Just couldn't bear it, huh? Ah, it's okay. Polite kindred society looks down on that kind of thing anyway.
If you're playing a non-Ventru and after Jack tells you to go feed on a rat, if you come back without doing it, he'll say that line anyway. I can see why. I'm not down with rodent myself. Even when I'm not playing a Ventru, I typically won't feed on the rats just because it's really sad. You basically rip their throat out. It's horrible.
Keep it down. Got someone around the way.
They sound so scared. Just one guy?
Not too much of a threat by himself, but you never know if there's more in shouting range. You're gonna have to sneak past.
And yes, of course, in the tabletop game, violence against animals, humanity 10. You get nothing. You take no penalty from it.
The building across from us with the garage door, there's some double doors on the far side. I'll meet you inside. Just stay low and stick to the shadows, and don't let him see you. All right, go.
This is actually going to be one of the hardest parts in the whole game. Because when it says, don't let him see you, it's not kidding. If he sees me, I have to start over. And since we have no sneak, he has an extremely high likelihood to see me. Probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? Just go in the thing. Just trust me. A move. And insta-kill. And for that, we get a tire iron. It is our first melee weapon, and it sucks.
Keep it quiet. They're inside here. Seems that shovelhead outside just got separated from his pack. He's wounded, too. Go take care of him. Don't worry. He's probably greener than you.
That's pretty green.
The Sabbat, you see, they don't have the most rigorous training program. In fact, that poor sod is lucky if he knows he's a vampire.
How can that be?
He's probably just turned and beaten over the head. They like to do that. Make shock troops. Cannon fodder. Put him out of his misery.
Yeah, Jack's not kidding. The term shovelhead means they literally beat them over the head with a shovel, turned them, and then buried them in a mass grave. In Bloodlines 2, which at the time of this recording isn't out yet, but it's been announced, that's how the main character that's how the main character of that game got turned. You're a shovelhead. Don't you just feel so good about yourself? I already killed it.
That's that. Sounds like you got another pack moving in, though. The Sabbat are going all out. You better head underground, avoid stray bullets.
Sounds like a good strategy.
Alright, head down into the basement through the grate in there. Keep that tire iron handy. I'll be there in a minute.
There you go. Just about every melee weapon in the game has a different melee stealth kill thing. Some of them better than others. This guy is only here from the patch. Combat is not the only solution for sticky situations. You can also use your feats and disciplines in dialogue. When you are able to do so, your responses will show up in the different colors. Yeah. and when using higher resolutions, different fonts that are indicated below.
You! Just stay back. Keep your distance.
No, there's nothing wrong with my setup. That's just how the sound file is.
Now, who the hell are you? You involved in all this? Because I'm gonna radio this in, and SWAT will be all over this place.
Huh. No, but if SWAT comes, they'll drive the gunman down here. Want that?
No. Well, I left my radio in a Caprice anyway.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure this guy was added in the unofficial patch. Look, I'm just trying to escape. Is there another way out?
Okay. Alright. This way. This will lead us up to the warehouse. We can maybe sneak out that way.
You better stay here. It is too dangerous for you. Yeah, if you tell him to go ahead, he just gets killed immediately. But if you tell him to stay here, I think that, no. Just one that gave you some humanity. Yeah, despite Jack talking about humanity being, like, super hard to maintain, it is hilariously easy to get and maintain Humanity 10 in this game.
Not sure what's going on. Sounds like the Sabbat's getting scattered. I'm gonna keep an ear to the ground. Be careful going forward here. Could be a whole mess of them holed up.
The more the merrier. One thing to note, though. Oh, wait. One thing to note, though. While it's hilariously easy to get, to your humanity to 10 from the start, it becomes progressively harder. Yeah, if we don't use the discipline when it tells us to, here we have to redo it. Anyway, if you don't get your humanity to 10 from the start, it actually gets much harder to get it up because you will actually lose dialogue options. That's the wrong key. I'm still considered in combat. Oh dear.
I think they're
There we go.
out. There's no need to go stirring up the hornet's nest till we know the score, though. Head through here. You'll come to an elevator around the way.
I was just looking at the blue glowing aura everywhere, getting concerned. I'll meet you over there.
There. Don't let them catch you.
I'm not there in 10 minutes. Call the president. I think this is a reference to a movie that I never saw. Presence is the power to blah blah blah. Anyway, presence is your debuff. As you can see, it's really good. I keep hitting F to open doors. And now we have Dominate. Watch this. What the hell? Incapacitate him, but I want to kill him. Yeah, there we go. It lasts like 10 seconds, so we got plenty of time. He literally can't see me during this. As long as you're sneaking, he can't notice you. Okay, thing to note about them just like bursting into ashes like that. That actually is a thing from the tabletop game that they adapted quite nicely, but there is also a problem with it. In the tabletop game, vampires, when they die, decompose at a rate determined by their age. If you're like 100, or if you're like you've been a vampire for 100 years or more, you just instantly explode into ashes. Also, if sunlight touches you, it doesn't matter how old you are. If sunlight touches you, just that's only if you're dead, though. If you're not, you just take an enormous amount of damage that will almost certainly kill you.
Huh?
I like this new version of Command.
Fucking humans. Gangbangers protecting their turf. Oh, man. I'm here thinking it's Sabat moving up in here. It's the fucking locals about to take one for the hood.
Yeah, before we're even done, after we just killed 4 vampires, it is retcon that they weren't. I don't get it.
They've probably seen too much. Here, take this 38. Fucking pea shooter, but a few shots in it'll take down a human.
Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna want it back, so don't go die and lose it. I don't use guns much. They're noisy, they're clumsy, practically useless against vampires, but still, a kindred's gotta keep up with the times. And in modern-day Los Angeles, that means coming strapped.
Useless against vampires?
Well, yeah, some are more lethal than others, of course. Watch out for those shotguns. Ouch, those things can smart, I tell you.
I hear ya.
Head up and clear out what's left of them. Can't have them running their mouths about any of this. I'm gonna make sure there's no stragglers around outside.
You've just been given a 38 revolver. It's a piece of shit. Look how long it takes to zoom in. Part of that is because, I have really low, range combat. It's not as low as it could be, but it is very low. Yeah. Luckily, you only need to hit one of them. I have actually had times where, just from how big the reticle is, where I ran out of ammo, and I couldn't hit any. I think this respawns if you somehow manage to not hit anything. For now, though, we're just going to use our bare hands, because the 38, even if you're doing a gun run, which is what I'm doing for this, is horrendous. It gets much better accuracy eventually, but it's still the worst gun in the game. Now, despite the fact that we should be trying to make this look like, you know, typical gang violence.
Hey, stop, man!
We're just gonna drain them dry. There is no penalty to this. I prefer to drain both of them, but, yeah, I didn't really have the option there because this guy noticed me. And this way we get the knife, which is actually my favorite melee weapon. Well, second favorite.
Just like that, and it's all over. Everyone slinks back to their corners of the city for the night.
That's it? It's all over?
Until the next night, when the Camarilla finds some way to strike back. Parry, dodge, spin, and all that, and so on, and so on, and so on.
So this is normal.
Well, to be honest, you came at an interesting time, let's say. The Camarilla, the Sabat. Now, in L.A., these are the new kids on the block. There's already plenty of kindred had stakes down in California long before them. Now, we got every ancient kindred rivalry playing out all over the city. A lot of tension out there. A lot of fear. A lot of jittery, high-strung predators clinging to their little pieces of eternity. Oh, boy. Oh, I think they're looking for you outside. Guess you got a cab to catch. Was hoping to fill you in on a little bit more, but... hell, you'll figure it all out.
I will, but I would like to keep the gun.
If you make it back, stop in at the last round. It's a bar downtown here. I'll fill you in on the politics. Now that's the stuff that'll kill you. Good luck.
I'll see you there after I got a good day's sleep. That was added in to the unofficial patch, it would seem, because normally the line that Jack just said, you're actually supposed to be removed from the dialogue, and he says that as the screen fades out. Weird. That just makes this ending here awkward. That we get 2 XP. Which is actually enough to get to level 1 of, I think, any skill. If they increase it to 3 for this game. Yeah, you need 3. or if you want to get to level 2 of any of the attributes. Though weirdly enough, initial cost for a skill is the same as level 2 for it. The real bitch, though, that's disciplines. They are expensive. Current rating times 5. So, that'll be the end for now, because it's like 130 degrees in here. But first, for every character, when you open the fridge here, there's 3 blood packs. Only for the Ventru is it blue blood. We can hold up to 10 of them, and they are very important. Also, we can just destroy our own apartment. Don't know why. We'll look around here more next time. For now, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again. You know the drill, blah 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 blah.